What is my project today? Kind of dreading this. I've been wanting to do this for a while. See my concrete mow strip? You know, that looks pretty nice. And it looks like they were able to purchase these in separate pieces. I have not really seen that before. Usually they'll spit it out of a machine that kind of poops it out of the back into the configuration that you want. I've seen that, but I've never seen these little pieces like this before. What do you suppose needs to be done here? Yeah, did you see that? Look at that. Look how high this one is from there. That's supposed to be flush. Here we got the same thing happening here. See? Look at that one right there. My word. What do you suppose could have caused that? Here's another one over here. Man, I thought I was just going to work on one today, but it's already like 2 o'clock. And I'm thinking I might be able to get it all done. I don't know. Well, see here, we got this tree here. Did you see what I saw right here? Look at that. Look at that right there. That's a big, huge tree root coming from that tree. So obviously that looks like it's taking a nosedive turn and going underneath here. And that's what raised this one up. Okay? And something's going on right here too. I gotta remove that. And this one here is a little higher than that. And I think I know why. There's probably another little section of tree root there. And it probably raised that up and kind of threw this down at askew. But see, that one's up higher on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side. So there's got to be another root there. And see here is a small root, but here, see this right here? That's another root. And see this one? That's another root. And they're coming down through here. They're coming right through here. I'm going to have to chop those off. I'm going to dig the dirt down. This is a huge tree. Look at that. I don't think it's going to die if I cut off some of the roots. I have to cut off the roots in order to fix this because I don't like this. It's just getting worse and worse. And that's my project today. I don't have a shovel. We moved here a couple years ago, and believe it or not, I do not have a shovel. I do not have a pick. I've got my trusty hammer. I've got my electrical cutters, and that'll do some pruning over there. I've got just an old stiff putty knife, and once I dig this down, I've got a Sawzall, and I'll dig that down, and I'll cut all the roots off with a Sawzall and get them out of there, and then do some reconfigurating. Now, in here, this is decomposed granite, is what I call it. Some people call it DG, and that's just short for decomposed granite. See there? So when I start digging, I don't want to get the dirt all on the grass, and I don't want to dig and then get the dirt mixed in with the decomposed granite, because I got about 2 or 3 inches of decomposed granite first. Make sure you scrape all that off so that when you start digging the dirt, you can pile up your dirt separate. You don't want to get it intermingled in with the decomposed granite. You know, if I had a drop cloth or something, I could put that down, put the dirt on top of it, whatever. But anyways, that's my project. And if you've got roots like this, do yourself a favor and fix it. Make it look a little bit nicer than that. I mean, look at that. Isn't that awful? Isn't that awful? Now see, here's some more over here, but because there's no big old trees, they're all nice and tight together. Oh, I see one right there. Look at that. And that one's up even though there's not a tree. That's because it's probably not a root from this rose bush. It's probably a root from that. That's a small tree. See how thick that is underneath there? There could possibly be a root coming over, kaboom, and raising raising that one up right there. See there? And I don't know if I'll get to that one today, but see, all the rest of them are fine, aren't they? And they should be, because there's no real big trees over there. So, you know, you want a nice looking yard and stuff. You've got to do a little bit of maintenance now and again. Here's a big, huge tree, but it's not as close to the mowing strip as that tree over there. They shouldn't have planted that as close, but granted, when they planted that years ago, it was probably just a small tree, and they thought, oh, that's plenty far enough away from there. They should have moved that over another 2 or 3 feet, because then chances are the roots would have gone underneath there and not damaged it as much. See this big tree here? Luckily for me, I don't have any surface roots going over that way. Here's some surface roots here. I chiseled these down last year with a chisel, because this was way high and the lawnmower kept whacking it. So see, sometimes you get roots just traveling along the surface. If I would have got some over here, obviously that would have lifted this area up on this side. Well, I guess I better get to it. Now, of course, as with any job, make sure you're prepared. I've got my gloves here. I've got my knee pad here. I've got a knee brace on. I've got a back support brace on. I got my phone here for some music. I got my little glasses on. I probably won't need those, but I'm going to wear them anyways. And I've got some earplugs in, meaning my toilet paper in my ears for earplugs, especially when I get ready to sawzall off these tree roots. Oh, look at here's my neighbor. He's a funny guy. We've got some nice guys next door. They crack us up, and we have a good time together. Okay, all right, time to get busy.